Preachers are on Playback in the era of pre-recorded preaching for the lazy autopilot religious leaders in Omaha, Nebraska. In an era where effort seems optional, the religious leaders of Omaha have taken laziness to divine heights with what can be described as the mail-it-in video sermon. Gone are the days when sermons were delivered with fervor and a personal touch. Now, many of these so-called shepherds of the flock are opting for the spiritual equivalent of a Netflix binge by simply playing pre-recorded sermons. Imagine this. A preacher strolls into church, greets his congregation with a warm but insincere smile, then flops into a pew to watch a replay of himself. Yes, you heard right. Instead of delivering the sermon live, these preachers are now the stars of their own church's loop, playing their sermon on repeat like a broken record at a spiritual drive-thru. This trend isn't just about saving time or effort. It's about a complete abdication of spiritual duty. Why stand and deliver when you can sit and play? It's not just bizarre. It's borderline sacrilegious. Churches with multiple services or multiple locations now have the preacher record one sermon sometime during the week, then play this digital doppelgänger at every service, sometimes not even showing up at all, even to push the play button. If these preachers can't be bothered to show up, why bother having a preacher at all? Perhaps they're home, enjoying a lazy Sunday brunch, while their digital selves do all the work. This isn't just impersonal. It's the church service equivalent of having your cake and eating it too, but without any of the effort. If these preachers can't muster the energy to deliver their message live, perhaps they should consider a career where their presence isn't required, like voice acting for video games. In Omaha, the sanctity of the sermon has been traded for the convenience of the click, turning Sunday services into a screening rather than a gathering. It's time for these preachers to step up or step aside, because if they can't be there in person to inspire, guide, or even just to talk at their congregation, maybe it's time for a new kind of sermon, one about the virtues of diligence.